Okay, this tutorial is our last one for 1.6, solving rational expressions with, linear systems with rational coefficients. And we're going to do an example with decimals. So this is the fourth example in our tutorials. And the example that I'm going to use is 0.12x plus 0.25y is equal to negative 0.13. And we have over here for b 0.4x plus 0.5y is equal to negative 0.1. The only thing you have to worry about with decimals is you can, of course, solve them normally right away. But if you want to make them a little simpler, you can try to eliminate the decimal just by multiplying by the factor of what the decimal places are in the equation. This one here, the largest decimal place, or the smallest decimal places, there's 2, 2, and 2. So if we multiply everything by 100, we can eliminate decimals. And here there's only 1, 1, and 1, so we can multiply everything by 10. So eliminate decimals through multiplication. Of 10 or 100 or 1,000, depending on how many decimal places you have. So that's what I will do here. So this a becomes 12x plus 25y is equal to negative 13. And this one would become 4x plus 5y equals negative 1. Well, I can use process of elimination here. I'm going to eliminate the x's, so I'm going to use elimination. I'm going to multiply equation, apologize, I forgot to put b here, b by negative 3. That would then, and then I will add a to it. So this is negative 12x minus 15y equals a positive 3. So then I can add a in here. So we'll go back up here. This would be 12x plus 25y equals negative 13. 10y is equal to negative 10. Divide by 10, y is equal to negative 1. So we have our first one of our variables. So now we would simply solve for x given we know that y is now going to be equal to negative 1. So I'll go back up to the original equation, or I'll go use the second equation. 0.4x plus 0.5 times negative 1 is equal to negative 0.1. I'll just multiply out here first. 0.4x minus, well, if you multiply 0.5 by negative 1, that becomes minus 0.5 equals negative 0.1. So add 0.5 to both sides, and that becomes positive 0.4 on this side. Divide by 0.4 and x is going to equal 1. So our solution is 1, negative 1. So I'm just going to check my field of view here, and we'll do a quick check. Slide that up a bit. Of our result. So I'm going to use the top equation to check. So 0.12 times x, which is 1, plus 0.25 times negative 1 is going to give us negative 0.13. Kind of ran it over into here, apologize. So this is 0.12 subtract 0.25 because of the negative is equal to 0.13 negative. And that is the case. So we know that our answer is then going to be 1, negative 1. And that concludes our tutorials in the 1.6 section. The next section is problem solving, 1.7. And I will have, there's very many different kinds of problems that you can come up against. But in the tutorials, I will not have all the kinds of problems that you have, but I will probably have a few there for you to look at and to refer to as some help. So that'll be in our next few tutorials.